Hey, what's up everybody? Today I have a 2016 Nissan Sentra S. Want to do a quick review. Let's go ahead and check it out. This model of the Sentra has been around since 2014 and goes all the way to 2018. You do get the upgraded front fascia and the grille, upgraded headlights in 2016. This is a compact car. It compares to the Hyundai Elantra, compares to the Toyota Corolla, and some other vehicles out there. The Civic, can't forget about the Civic. It's a nice little car with a 1.8 liter 4-cylinder engine, and fuel economy is around 29 city, 38 highway. Now you can tell right away this is a Nissan, and this design and style from this time period just transfers over to every other Nissan model. The same cookie cutter looking, front end. Every Nissan has this front end. But I have to talk about the transmission a little bit. So these cars have the CVT transmission, which is terrible. I don't recommend the transmission in these cars. A lot of vehicles in this class, they do have the CVT transmission, and it's supposed to save you, it's supposed to be better on fuel economy. But it definitely is a pain to drive. The car is just, it'll constantly feel like something's wrong with it when it's not really shifting gears. It's just kind of revving up and revving down, and it's like constantly confused. You have to get used to it, and if it's your first time driving a car with a CVT, specifically a Nissan CVT, you'll think something's wrong with the car. It's pretty jerky and confused. You'll see this car in a lot of rental car fleets. You'll see a lot of new drivers on the road with these. I don't think this is ever anyone's first choice. It's not the worst car Nissan makes. The Versa holds that title. Terrible car. So the Sentra is quite a luxury compared to the Versa. This car is just plain vanilla transportation, no character, sluggish engine. It's pretty boring to drive. It's nothing to write home about. That being said, if you're in the market for one of these, maybe you like the styling, which is pretty decent for the compact segment. Maybe you like the fuel economy or the safety ratings. Those are all great things about this car. Maybe you like that it does have above average reliability. It's a Nissan, and the Sentra doesn't have too many problems. And if it does, parts are cheap, labor is cheap, you can get it fixed quickly. All those things are reasons why, you might consider this car. But if you care about, how the car handles and how it drives, or if you care about resale values and getting your money's worth when it's time to sell one of these, maybe you should look elsewhere. I have to talk a little bit about newer Nissan models, which are having a hard time selling. Nissan in general is struggling and having a hard time pushing newer models. It's 2020 right now, and a lot of new models are not moving. A lot of models that are lease returns, being returned to Nissan, are not selling either. There's just way too many Nissans on the market right now, which will affect your resale value when it comes time to sell one of these privately. It's easy to sell in terms of, being a recognized brand. It's a Nissan. You don't have to explain to people why this is a good car. But you just might not pull as much money as you hope for your used car, considering there's just so many out there on the market. Well, the king of the resale value in the compact segment has got to be the Toyota Corolla. People will just spend just extra amounts of money just for the name, just for the fact that it's a Toyota, because they think nothing will break on it, which is not true. But with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the interior. This is what the key looks like. It's a remote built in, nice and cheap. This is the S model. It doesn't have any upgrades such as keyless entry. You just have a normal key. Very basic interior. You know, if this was a rental car, I would not mind, but I would hate to live with this on a daily basis. It's just too plain for me. I won't spend too much time about it. You've got your radio, you've got your AC controls right where you expect them to be. Nice boring transmission. Healthy amount of storage space. USB and aux in here. And check this out over here. You've got some driving modes. Eco, you know, in case you want to save even more gas. Sport mode, I do recommend driving the car in sport mode. If you press the button, get a little orange sport notification on the dash. Just keep it in sport mode. It helps with the transmission sluggishness. It keeps it a little more responsive. Interior is pretty roomy. Let's check out the back seat. The seats do fold down. You just pull on this tab right here. Let's go ahead and pop the trunk. Pretty roomy trunk. Like I said, if this was a rental car, we would get the job done. But I really don't see a reason to own this on a daily basis. If it's your first car, I understand. You know, if you got this really cheap, if you like the styling, or if you just love Nissans, but nothing about this car is special. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend buying this new at all. Absolutely not. And I also do not recommend the Sentra as a used car either. But let's say you've already bought one and you drive a Sentra right now. Nothing wrong with that. It's a decent car. It'll last you a long time. It won't cost too much to repair. So yeah, enjoy your car. But for those of you out there that are considering buying one, don't do it. Look elsewhere. Good luck to you guys. If you like the video, please consider subscribing. Thank you.